a judgment just been handed down. PPE Medpro, the company linked to Michelle Mone, must repay almost £120 million, £22 million for breaching a contract to supply 25 million surgical gowns. So this is sounds like a resounding success and victory for the Department of Health in pursuing Michelle Mone and Doug Barrowman, the ultimate controller of this company, and a defeat for Baroness Mone. Yesterday, she issued a long statement on social media saying she had been scapegoated. The Department of Health was not pursuing any of the other companies that had supplied PPE, which turned out to be defective. She said it was trying to cover up its own failings, the government's failings in the disaster, as she called it, of the PPE procurement process, which saw about £10 billion worth of equipment thrown away. She also published letters in which the PPE Medpro had offered to settle this case twice. It had offered the Department of Health £20 million and then £25 million without accepting any liability. We haven't seen the full judgment yet, so not aware whether liability has been accepted here, but the Department of Health rejected those attempts to settle, and I would imagine will be feeling vindicated. The judge has ordered here that the full amount of that contract, nearly £122 million, will be repaid. Quite where the money will come from is an interesting question. PPE Medpro filed for liquidation a few days ago. Its account showed assets of over £600,000. Michelle Mone said yesterday the Department of Health is pursuing a company that it knows doesn't have any funds. The question will be whether that recourse can be linked to her and her husband, Doug Barrowman, and whether they will be able to repay it. Worth saying that as well as this court case, which has been running, this civil action brought by the Department of Health, running since June, the National Crime Agency has been involved in examining this case. Properties owned or associated with Doug Barrowman in the Isle of Man was searched. There have been no arrests or charges, and Michelle Mone and her husband deny any wrongdoing. But they have this morning learned that PPE Medpro, the company that procured 25 million gowns that were useless at the height of the pandemic and charged the Department of Health £122 million for those, well, that money will have to be repaid.